Hello everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is JaVon O Stokes and I am the creator of the superhero Heat. It is an independent comic book that has been a labor of love of mine for a very long time, and this is my Kickstarter for the graphic novel Heat, the Black Flame. Now, if you're not familiar with Heat, if you haven't been a part of the previous Kickstarter campaign, Heat is the story of 22-year-old Cameron Clark, an aimless young man who hasn't quite figured out what he's good at in life, and he ends up being possessed by this interdimensional energy source called the Illumination, and with that does what any comic book fan would do, and that's become a superhero. This graphic novel for this Kickstarter campaign is actually called Heat, the Black Flame. It actually picks up where the previous miniseries left off. This time he's out being a hero, doing the best he can to, atone for his mistake. But unfortunately, he runs into, two big roadblocks. One being a supervillain that just seems to have his number and just kind of gives him business every time he sees him. And then on the other hand, he's running into a family emergency in which one of his family members ends up, unfortunately, being diagnosed with cancer. This story kind of grew out of a way for me to deal with the various emotions that came along with the passing of my mother. My mother, Evelyn Diane Cook, she had breast cancer, and unfortunately, she lost that battle. And I was kind of dealing with a whole bunch of emotions and things going on in my head, and which this project started out as one story, but after that happened, I kind of shifted it and morphed it into what it ended up becoming. And I really wanted to kind of delve into, how would a superhero deal with something of this caliber? It's something that they can't punch, something that they can't fight, something that, is kind of all-encompassing, and unfortunately not many, people win the battle against it. So this is kind of my catharsis. This is how I dealt with it and processed the passing of my mother, and I think it's a wonderful tribute to her, her will and her determination to beat this. And frankly, even though she didn't actually beat cancer, she still won. And that's kind of the goal and the message behind the story is, you can fight and you can fight and you can fight, and even though you might lose, you can still win. So now the Kickstarter campaign. The book is going to be 70 pages, but with every stretch goal we hit, I'm going to add more content to it. So it can reach anywhere from, 75 to 80 to 85 pages. Not only that, you can get this Heat, undeserving, first trade paperback from the original miniseries. And also, you can get, depending on how much you pledge, original artwork from the graphic novel. I'll even sign it. Nobody else will get these pages. It'll be yours. But you gotta pledge. You can also get this limited edition, visually stoked media shirt. Only so many of these will be made, and once they're made, they're done. I'm not gonna make them anymore. I'm gonna do something else. So I need your help to get this Kickstarter fulfilled. We crushed the last campaign. We were able to get the first miniseries out. Now we have to get the Black Flame graphic novel out. I can't do it without you. For everyone who supported me before, please come back and support again if you enjoyed the book. For those, if you don't read comic books, but you know somebody that reads comic books, this is a great one to get them. If you want to read comic books, this is a great place to start. But I can't do this without you. I need the Heat movement. I need the Heat movement going. I need everybody. If you love black superheroes, if you love Black Panther, if you love Luke Cage, if you want to support black businesses, this is the best way to start. You can start right now by getting the Heat, the Black Flame graphic novel, and pledging on the Kickstarter campaign board. Thank you very much, and I thank you in advance for your support.